of Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ole Miss offense is on the field for the first time today. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, in last season's Egg Bowl, down 14-10 early, but the old bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them. Yeah,
Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always
turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it out.
Oh, he's got some space. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They kick it away on 4th down. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Finds his back in the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Coming out with it, it's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on... He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Shapen. This time it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Spins away from one. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air, it's Shapen. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's going to run it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Off the play fake on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Mosley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Under fire! And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. With the catch, it's Thompson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Shapen. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for a crease, it's Booth. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Diggs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Get it out on the screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lacy. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Shapen. That's caught, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off-play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll pull it on the read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. And the returner goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
Number 88 on to punt it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it behind the line. It's Diggs. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.